Our next guest was born with arthrogryposis. That's a condition that affects her joints and mobility, causing her to use a wheelchair for her entire life. Now, she's also built an inspiring career as an art professor, a DJ, and she was just on our show as she was crowned Miss Wheelchair Michigan. Now she's competing for that national title as Miss Wheelchair America competition is coming to Grand Rapids. Renita McGuire joining us once again on the Morning Mix. Thanks for coming back and being here.
Thanks for having me again.
Absolutely, and congratulations again. Here we are competing in the big competition next week. But first, let's start with arthrogryposis. Never even really heard of that, and I'm sure a lot of people may be in that same ballpark. So talk a little bit about your history.
Yeah, so arthrogryposis is actually a pretty rare condition. It's like 3,000 live births or something a year. It's really rare. It affects the joints mostly on me and my arms and legs. It can affect different people in different ways. So I just have less range of motion in my arms and legs for the most part and less grip in my hands. So I do a lot of things with my mouth.
And you've been doing those things most of your life.
Yeah, my whole life. To me, it's just like what you do. Yeah, I'm just used to it.
Part of your normal everyday. But for those others out there who may have that and they're maybe struggling or maybe not getting that support, you've got the great campaign, and I love a good pun, all right? And everyone needs a good role model,
yeah.
ROLL, because you're rolling around. Talk about that.
Well, when I was growing up, I didn't have a lot of support or anybody to really look up to. So my platform is about really empowering and encouraging people with disabilities to reach for their dreams, because I've accomplished so much in my life. I didn't have any family support. I didn't have any role models to really look up to. I didn't see a lot of people like me in the media or even really doing a lot of big things. So I want to keep sharing my story and mentor people and help them make their way in this world. I'm actually starting a peer mentoring network myself called Butterfly Bridge. So
the Butterfly Bridge, a new venture for you.
Yeah. It'll be a nonprofit organization, and it'll be all people with disabilities, mentoring people with disabilities and just telling them how they got through life and helping them find resources and encouraging them and empowering them to really believe in their abilities and find ways to adapt to do what they want to do.
Renita, it's so important. I love folks who see a need and fill it. I mean, you took that action. You said you didn't have that growing up, so now you decided to become that for them, which is just so inspiring. So let's talk about next week's event. I mean, in Grand Rapids, Miss Wheelchair America, what does that process look like? What do you have to do to win?
So it's a week-long competition. It's an advocacy competition, so it's kind of based on the merits of what you've done with your life as a person with a disability and your contributions to the disabled community. So I'll be doing lots of interviews with the judges. I'll be doing a speech about my platform and my mentoring and all the advocacy that I've been doing all over the state all year, and yeah, and then competing that
Absolutely.
way. And then there's like a speech night. There's a lot of interviews and workshops all week. We'll be hearing from past winners just about how to be effective advocates and all that stuff. So when we do win, we're prepared. And then lots of interviews with judges, and then our big speech.
Is there any way, or how can the public view this? Are there opportunities for us to be involved?
Yeah, so on speech night and on crowning night, which is Friday and Saturday, the 22nd and 23rd, you can actually come out if you want and view it for like $10 a ticket, or they will be live streaming it as well on social media. So if you look at the Miss Wheelchair America website and their Facebook page, or even mine, there'll be links to watch it as well.
Absolutely. I love it's a competition, as you said, that's based on what you've done with your life instead of, what you look like in a ball gown, which is
right.
Well, why aren't all...
But we all look good in a ball gown.
Of course, and but you still look fabulous.
Yeah.
So we're all rooting for you, and we want to make sure that hopefully we're having you back on the show with, who knows, maybe another tiara, maybe a new sash.
Maybe a new sash. I'm hoping for it. I'm giving it my all. So
well, we're 100% behind you, Renita, and we
you.
cannot wait to talk to you more about it. Hopefully you can get involved and go check out some of the events that are happening. A speech night sounds like a pretty good thing to check out. MissWheelchairAmerica.org is the website where you can get the information. Only $10 to attend. Renita, thank you so much for the time this morning.
Yeah, thank you for having me again.
You bet. We'll be right back.